Here's what's actually happening. They had many experts review the teaching materials that New York was going to use, and what they ended up finding was something that looked very, very familiar. In fact, they found that it still implemented a lot of the balanced literacy instruction that New York had been using up to that point. And by the way, not just New York, many, many places across the country were using balanced literacy. They were using strategies such as, well, here's this picture and here's the context that the word is in, and essentially just guessing how to sound out this word based on what they saw. So it wasn't this clean shift away from that approach. If anything, they were trying to blend the two different instructions together, a decoding based instruction with a balanced literacy instruction. But the problem with using context and pictures and essentially a model where you kind of guess how to sound out the word, it's a direct contradiction to what phonics is teaching, to what decoding is teaching. In other words, they're not really learning the skill of how to decode and read this word. And by the way, that's those two different approaches, they do two different processes in the brain. Processing how to sound out a word and decoding it is much different from processing what this word might be based on looking at pictures and context. So instead of replacing ineffective methods, we're just layering two different methods on top of each other, and that's where things begin to fall apart.